really want to identify the right sort of talent. We've done a pretty good job so far. We've probably, I said we had 100 contributors and so forth. We've probably had a lot more than that earlier on. Some of them just weren't sort of delivering what we really wanted. But most of all, I think...
I should say, that's one of the challenges we've had with the product is that the voice, most writing along this is full of a lot of fluff, and you read it and it's just like, that has been the biggest challenge we've had editorially, is getting writers who write like real people, who talk and write the way that real people talk, and not full of, who says like the golden awning of the chandelier is full of littering glass. I mean, no one talks like that. So that's been one of our big challenges, and that's why we're hoping the people in the city can help.
Yeah. So just lastly, before we sort of talk about sort of development and other sort of things, the main thing I really want to achieve with this is actually a lot of fun. I want this to be a fun read. Travel, lifestyle content traditionally, or is developed into something that's pretty bland and pretty dull to read, and full of all these adjectives that mean nothing. And what did I read the other day? Delicious ear candy. And I was kind of curious what that was. Is that like wax? So it's trying to get rid of all that stuff and just really sort of engage with the language and a tone that's fun, that's also real and conversational, how you talk to your mates in a pub, or something like that. So very keen for your feedback. You've probably seen some areas that we're still in the last stages, the last throes of development. So there's a few little things here and there that we're still testing and ironing out.
Do you want to show my Hong Kong, David?
We can show that. I'm just also conscious about the time. You might have to search for David Lai. So videos, audio slideshows, galleries. We'll be seeing a lot more sort of interaction with Twitter and other tools that can create some interesting types of content. And I was going to say something. I've forgotten now. You can sign up for newsletters. You can sort of pretty much do whatever you want to do with this product. So again, if you guys aren't on the content side of things, that's not your cup of tea, but you know people who might be interested, by all means, hook them into CNN Go, hook them into me, and we can sort of take that from there. Even if it's not Hong Kong based, it might be in Bangkok, it might even be in the US, but you think they can contribute to this. Before I sort of talk about production and development and so forth, the orange card in 5 minutes. Quick thoughts. People like the look of it. People don't like the look of it. People like the sound of it. Just, I don't know.
Questions?
Anything? Go.
Hong Kong Magazine answers questions. Do you?
You mean, we have someone who people can write in and ask questions?
Yes, where to find something, where to see Chinese art.
Yeah.
Ask Hong Kong Magazine.
That's something we're looking at. If we find the right people and we find the need, that there's that sort of demand, then we will. Everyone's got the opportunity to hit us up with questions and comments and that sort of stuff. And we really want to react to what our users want rather than sort of dictate what they should have. So, but we've actually, got a few people that work at HK Magazine working with us as well. Questions, anyone?
Yeah, I was wondering, for the language thing, I know you'll direct to blogs that go to local content, but I see that's all in English right now. So how's the target going to work? Because a lot of the cities, not everyone.
I totally agree. In every city we have, the city editors can handle both languages or connect it to people that can.
Yeah.
In terms of the bloggers, yes, we're all in English. But we're looking at, say, for instance, Hong Kong Chinese language bloggers as well, and we'll link to those and we'll just say it's in Chinese.
Yeah.
But we'll provide sort of that information or the translation or the bit that's relevant to us. Something else that we're doing on the sides is we're actually testing this product with Mandarin and also with Japanese. And that's a pretty interesting sort of side thing that's happening behind the scenes company-wide, because I think for this to really sort of succeed, we need to have some sort of cross-language, cross-cultural, other than just English. We definitely agree with you on that. But we're doing as much as we can, but we're an English language thing right now. Expect that to change in the next few months to a year. Any more questions? You guys should talk about...
Yeah, I'm just interested in anyone who has questions, or most importantly, if you are on the development side and you're doing anything app-related, mobile-related, if you're a Drupal lover, what have you, make sure you come and talk to myself and Josh, particularly because he really knows much more. But just make sure you engage with us and ask us a lot of questions. If you have ideas, if you've seen things you think we should see, this is a really big project.
Sorry, what
Yeah.
are you doing?
Yeah. Well, we will have a mobile version of the site ready in the next couple of months. And then when it comes to apps and everything else, we're right now looking at all kinds of things. We're trying not to become too distracted by shiny objects that are very expensive to do, but actually result in nothing on the back end. We're interested in things that really help people connect to the content that they're interested in and help people use their own social media tools. So if you have a great idea that you've been looking for the right audience, we would love to hear about it.
Yeah, and that includes mobile, maps, all that sort of everything.
Maps.
Really.
Maps has been one of our biggest challenges. The Google Maps are not fantastic really in Asia, and Korea is a site we would have loved to have launched with, and we didn't do Korea because of, or Seoul because of the challenges of Google Maps there. But that's another thing that it's one of our priorities.
Yeah, I was just about to ask related to something like Google Maps.